And my mother had an experience of feeling someone behind her. She said it was like a freezer opened up behind her, and she was too scared to look behind her to see who or what was there. And then she said it just went away. The room felt normal. Everything felt normal again. She went into the living room with her mother and her sister, and she was telling the story. And her sister said, "Oh my gosh."
Hello, everyone. My name is Misti Gaither, and welcome to Quest, a journey into true crime and the paranormal. I am a paranormal investigator, psychic medium, and I just love all things paranormal. You know, I live in the great state of Louisiana, and we're having a Paracon in the new Iberia area. And I'm like, well, what better way to talk about the Paracon and the great state of Louisiana than to have Marci Lee of Louisiana Spirits here, and she actually is organizing the Paracon. How you doing, Marci?
I'm doing great. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, you're very welcome. And for those of you who do not know, Marcy is a teacher by day and a paranormal investigator by night. Is that right?
That is correct.
Yeah, how about that? Now, how long have you been actively involved in the paranormal field?
I've had a lot of experiences as a child and growing up, and when I got older, I attended a actual paranormal 101 class and fell in love with it. And it was actually being put on by Louisiana Spirits. And I said, "Hey, y'all need a new member?" And they said, "Absolutely." So I've been doing this over 20 years.
That's a long time to be doing it, but I have such a love for the paranormal, and you evidently do too. Louisiana Spirits, now it covers the whole state, or at least to Acadiana, or
Covers the whole state. We have 5 chapters. We have the northern chapter, central chapter, west chapter, the Acadiana chapter, and the east chapter. And each chapter has a case manager and then a team.
now, of course, everybody when you even mention Louisiana, everybody, of course, automatically thinks of New Orleans.
Right.
And a lot of people are more familiar with the hauntings and the back lore of New Orleans, apparitions and stories that's been passed down for so long. Now, where else in Louisiana would you say would be a good spot to go ghost hunting at?
Any place that you go in and approach it in a kind manner, to visit with the spirits. You just don't know what you're going to stumble upon. We've been very lucky here in the Acadiana area. Most of the locations we've gone to, we've had some activity, some more activity than others. For the other teams, the other chapters, they have the same story. They go in, they investigate private clients, they investigate public historical locations, and they get activity as well. So I know most of the focus usually goes over toward the New Orleans area, of course, but I can say that we've been to many locations here in the Acadiana area, and we have great activity.
Do you have somewhere that you would like to investigate, but you haven't been able to yet? Not just in Louisiana, maybe, but just anywhere?
There's so many places we would love to investigate as a team. I know that I would like to go. I'm a history buff, so I would love to go to anything that's Civil War, like Gettysburg, or even around Vicksburg. I think would be really interesting to do. I know a lot of my team members really want to go to Waverly and do that, but
Yes.
yeah, we haven't gotten there yet. We've been super busy putting on so many events to save up money and be able to do the Paracon that's coming up. So I think once all that's over with, we're gonna try to do a few things as a team and maybe go places that the team wants to go.
Now let's talk about the Paracon. That is March the 23rd in New Iberia. Can you tell me about how that came to pass? And I mean, you have a lot of really big name, people that are active in the paranormal field. Dave Schrader,
Yes.
Sarah Lemos, Jeremy Leonard, Shane Pittman, many more that you know, stand out and really make a positive contribution. Tell me about like where it's going to be and if that you still have tickets left and information like that.
It's going to be right there on Main Street in New Iberia at the Simon Theater and the Bayou Teche Museums. And we will be selling tickets at the door. And we prefer that we pay cash. You pay cash for that because a lot of our proceeds are going to go to Angel Paul's Adoption Center. It's going to be from 9 to 4 p.m. And then we had VIP tickets, and they were for the whole day, also to have speaking sessions with some of the guests, and then to ghost hunt afterwards with the guests.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to all the investigation that night and just being around everybody and getting to meet new people and, like I said earlier, like-minded individuals. Oh,
Yeah, and all of our guests that are coming are great. Shane Pittman and Josh Purvis, I've known them for a few years now, and they're just super nice guys, down to earth. Dave Schrader, I'm anxious to meet. Sarah Lemos, I'm anxious to meet. The Ghost Hunting Housewives are going to be there as well. And
oh, okay.
they joined Sean Daniel with the Louisiana Spirits with my team just recently at a ghost hunt in Opelousas, and we had such a good time at that. So it's going to be really nice to get together with everybody.
Your poster, your flyer's like chocked full of
Yes.
so many people that's going to be there, and also you also
Right.
have another flyer chocked full of like sponsors and stuff. So this is the first Paracon for the area, correct?
It actually has been something that I've been thinking about for a few years now. And I had a team meeting over the summer, beginning of the summer, and it was brought up again. And I said, okay, guys, look, if y'all want to do it, let's do it. But, we're going to have to put it on. We're going to have to really bust it to make the money, to get the, everybody there and to do everything we need to do. And my team was on board, and we have been working really hard for this. So we are super excited about it. We have some great sponsors that I'd like to mention,
Sure.
whenever you're ready. Okay, right now? Okay,
Yeah,
great.
sure. Hey, now's great.
All right. So the city of New Iberia has been amazing. Iberia Parish Convention and Visitors Bureau, which is Iberia Travel, they've been great. Bayou Teche Museum, Macaroni Kid, New Iberia, the Albania Mansion, Centerville Steamboat Inn, the Mysterious Adventures Tour, New Orleans Secrets, Sidekick Paranormal, The Angelic Path, Semino Consulting, Bonan Tire and Service, Land Solutions, Quest.
Oh, there we go.
Black Pot Bookshop, and Survivor Angels. So, we've got a lot of great sponsors this year.
So this is going to be such a big deal for New Iberia because it's not a large town, and it's, not like one where you check off to go see to ghost hunt, I don't think.
There's a lot of great things in New Iberia.
Yeah.
Shadows on the Teche and just different areas of New Iberia are great. And we decided to name it Cajun Country Paracon. And we were thinking, wow, where have we been? And we've just done so many investigations, and it was New Iberia. And so we just reached out to them, and then we said, yeah, let's just do it. And we've got, a ton of vendors. We've got the sponsors. I just think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait. I know me and my wife, we're going to be there. And then Brandon, our director, producer, he's going to be joining us there too. So I'm just really excited about it. It'll be my first Paracon ever that I've attended. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm always looking and seeing, this one's there. And I'm like, I want to do that one day. And so I'm getting to kick it off here with y'all. So that's pretty cool. Now, you were talking about that when you were younger, like you had some experiences.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about a couple of those, or to share those, or would you rather not?
Well, my first experience, I can tell you that I didn't know I was having one because I was only about 5 or 6 months old. My mother told me the story that she had me at her mother's house, and my cousin, who is the same age as I am, his mother had him in another bedroom, and they were trying to rock us to sleep, so nap time, I guess. And my mother had an experience of feeling someone behind her. She said it was like a freezer opened up behind her, and she was too scared to look behind her to see who or what was there. And then she said it just went away. The room felt normal. Everything felt normal again. And then I thought when I got older, and then you left me there to sleep after that. But anyway,
Right, right. She's
but
like,
she
she'll
went
be
into,
fine.
yeah, exactly. So she went into the living room with her mother and her sister, and she was telling the story. And her sister said, "Oh my gosh, while I was rocking Bear, that's my cousin, to sleep, she said she felt like somebody was looking over her shoulder. It
Oh,
felt like a
wow.
freezer opened up, and then it just went away." And so I think that was the first time, and I'm sure it was a family member maybe that came
Hmm.
to visit us because we were brand new babies. So I think that was the first time having an experience without knowing I had an experience. I've had experiences where, I have seen things out of the corner of my eye. I've heard my name whispered in my ear. Just many experiences that really kind of got me interested in all of this.
Pretty cool to have that background of even when you were 5 or 6 months old and you just kind of built on that. What would you say has been your most, like, a place that you're frightened of that maybe like made you most frightened?
I don't really get frightened when we investigate any place, and it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. And I'm sure any place where you're sitting in a dark room and, all of a sudden you turn around, there's something there, it's going to, scare you a little bit. But, I go into this knowing that, they're just people. Lots of times I think they just want to be heard or just known, just somebody to know that they're there. And so I try to go into this as kind of a visiting, kind of like you go over to your friend's house and have coffee and you sit down and visit. And I always say when we go in, we've just come here to visit you. If you just to let you know that we know you're here. If you want to let us know you're here and be acknowledged, um, you know, touch the equipment or knock or touch one of us. And I can't say that I've ever been anywhere that has really scared me. I think because I go into this knowing that they're just people like us, it doesn't frighten me.
Now, when y'all investigate, do y'all use a lot of different equipment, more of the modern type equipment, or do y'all just kind of pare it down?
Pretty much everything you see on any of the TV shows, the tripwire, the REM pods, K2s. We use dowsing rods. We have the spirit box. We use a lot of things. We have a little doll. Her name is Boo Bell. She's the only one that we know of. She was built 2 years ago, maybe almost 3 years ago, by Chance LaFleur, who was my tech manager at the time, and Chance passed away. And so she's very, very special to me because he built it. I had this vision one night, and I come up with great ideas, but I don't know how to build anything. So I called Chance one night and I said, "Hey, look, you know what I want? What I want us to do, and by us I mean, can you do it?
Right.
Is take a little doll, like an old doll, and create a REM pod out of it." He said, "Okay," and he created her, and we named her Boo Bell, perfect for South Louisiana,
Of course.
and she's my favorite. I love her. She's a trigger object, of course, for children, but she's really special.
Well, that's good. And then you have that also to remember him by.
100%.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry for your loss.
Well,
So,
thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah, he
Um,
was a great guy.
no doubt, no doubt. I just, wonder sometimes, and I've talked to different people who's been on the show about this. Like, are we as investigators so immersed in wanting to use all the equipment that we forget about the most important piece of equipment to use, and that is yourself, to listen to your intuition, to listen to what's going on. The equipment's what I tell people. The equipment is really not for the investigator. I feel like that it is for people, because you can walk in and you've been doing it for years. You can pick up, okay, well, there's a spirit here, there's this, you can pick it up pretty good. But is the equipment more for like other people? because you can say, as a psychic medium, you can say, well, I feel like, this is going on or whatever. You can say whatever. The equipment kind of helps the other person communicate and to know what you're talking about. It kind of verifies or backs you up on what's going on and what your feelings are.
Typically, when I go in to a location and get settled in to start an EVP session and just, let them know that we're there, I'd say a lot of things. I say, if you're here with us, we may not be able to see or hear you, but we know you're here. And so because we may not be able to see you or hear you speaking to us, you can use these devices, these tools, to let us know that you're here. You can touch this, or
Right.
you can speak through this to let us know, because we may not always be able to see you or hear you. You can touch us if you want to. So yeah, definitely it's a way for them to be heard or seen, and to let us know that they're there.
Let me just take a brief moment. I want to give a shout out to the sponsors of the show. I really appreciate Cajun Country Paracon being a sponsor of Quest. And for those of y'all who are even thinking about attending, be sure to go. You can still get the general admission. They're just at the door. And
Yes.
Okay, then scratch that about Eventbrite, because the VIP tickets are sold out. But you can get your tickets at the door. It's going to be a great event. A lot of people that you watch on TV is going to be there, and it's just a great way to spend a weekend. Go to New Iberia. It's a wonderful town. Thank you so much for being a sponsor, y'all being a sponsor of our show. Also would like to thank Chef Ron's Gumbo Stop right here in Metairie. If you want award-winning gumbo from an award-winning chef, then definitely come to Metairie and check out Chef Ron's Gumbo. Also, we have the Haunted Hotel in New Orleans that's a sponsor of the show. It is where the X-Men allegedly stayed while he did his, killing spree, or dirt as I call it. And it's really haunted. I've stayed there several times. I have investigated several times. You will not be disappointed in just having that experience. So be sure to book a night or two at the Haunted Hotel in New Orleans. And also we have Louisiana Pizza Kitchen, which my personal favorite, and I always recommend this, is the Thai chicken pasta. You cannot go wrong. Everything's good there, but that is one of my favorites. And I remember the last time I ate there, Rob, the owner, I had said on the show that this time I was going to try something different, because I get the same thing every time. And of course, when I got there, I ordered the Thai chicken pasta, and he comes out and he's like, wait, I thought you said you were going to order something else. And I'm like, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? So I still do that. And also, if you like these snazzy buttons, that I always wear, and we have Quest, and we have some about the paranormal, and I'm going to make sure that Marci gets a Quest pin too when I get to meet her in person. Go to Area 51 Gallery, and Rocket will take care of you. He will do for like your team, your crew, parties, anything. He will like hook you up, and just, you'll have unique advertisements. So that is our sponsors. I'm very thankful to you all, and I also am thankful to Brandon, producer, director. Thank you so much. Who are you looking forward to meet the most, Dave or someone else?
I mean, I'm super excited. We are all super excited to meet, everybody there. Like I said, Shane and Joshua are great guys. As a matter of fact, when my tech manager Chance passed away, we had a memorial for him, and it was just to help his family out. And Shane and Josh did not have to come, but we reached out to them, and they said, absolutely, and they came out,
Oh,
and
wow.
it was just really a great thing. And Jeremy Leonard, he's going to be there. He came out. They hold a special place, for me, and the team, because of that. So it's always exciting to see Shane and Joshua, and I'm excited to meet Dave and Sarah. I just think they're all, like you said, we all have something in common. We all love this, and it's just going to be great to get a different perspective from them and just ideas, from each other. And we're just looking forward to it.
Right, can learn a lot from each other, and maybe
Yes.
a way that somebody does is, oh, that's better than what I've been doing all this time, and kind of share ideas and stories, and it's really going to be a fun time. And I am so happy that we met each other, not officially yet, but we came into each other's lives, I should say. And
Yes.
this has been really cool to be on this path to the Paracon, and we only have what is 31 days left. And you're like, thanks
Yeah,
for reminding
not
me.
long.
Yeah.
Yeah, not long. It's just right around the corner, and we actually are going to have a team meeting Sunday, the Acadiana team, and we're going to get the final touches done. Hey, who's going to the airport to pick Dave up? Who's going to the airport to pick Sarah up? What food are we feeding everybody? What are we going to do? We're doing a crawfish bowl. We're doing this. We're doing that. So, we do still have our last minute items we need to check off the list, but overall, we feel very confident about it. I just feel like it's going to be a great thing for New Iberia. I think it's going to be a great thing for the paranormal world, and we're just looking forward to it.
It's only 30 days, and it'll be here before you know it.
100%. And if it's okay, I'd like to mention some of our vendors we're going to
Oh,
have.
please go ahead. Yes.
Okay, great. So the vendors that we have right now are as the Centerville Steamboat Inn, which is actually in Centerville, and it is very active. It's a great inn. The other vendors are going to be the Sidekick Paranormal, Gigi Decals, Fifolet Candles, Tavern of Wonder, Art by Romero, Spirit Guides, The Angelic Path, Author and playwright Jay Duggar, Ghost Walk of Franklin, Creative Designs and Sweets, Kayla Mathernan. She is a psychic medium artist, and Ethereal Voices. So, we've got a lot. We've got food trucks coming. It's just going to be great.
Frivolet is how you say that. Frivolet, the candles.
Fifolet candles.
Okay. And the Ghost Walk of Franklin. That's the same.
Fifolet Candles and Ghost Walk of Franklin are, yes, the same individuals. But the Ghost Walk of Franklin is really a great tour. If people haven't gone on that, they need to go on that. And the candle shop is wonderful. So, yeah.
Yeah, because Chad and Steven they're like good friends of mine, and when they lived here in New Orleans especially, so I'm really looking forward to reconnecting with them too. So it's just going to be a day of positivity and just, a great things, and I'm really appreciate y'all letting me be a part of it. And, like I said, I'm appreciative of you being on the show, and I love your cap with a little ghost on it. Isn't that cute, Brandon? I love it.
Thank you.
Did you order it?
Actually, it was a Christmas present, and it's wonderful. I wear it all the time, and especially on days when your hair's just not doing right. It's perfect.
Oh, every day. Yes, I know that.
But it was a Christmas present, and I don't know where it came from, but it's one of my favorites.
Well, I like it. And if you ever find out where they got it from, just let me know, because it's simple. It's simple, and it makes a statement, right? There you go.
I love it. I'll definitely find out for you.
All right, everybody. So do not forget that March the 23rd is the Cajun Country Paracon. I've been talking to Marci Lee, one of the organizers and part of Louisiana Spirits. And I hope everybody has a very good night. And I will see you next week. Thank you.